Hey, guess what? We're at the Rivian in Laguna Beach, and we're here to do the I think it's the third grand opening of the Birth of Freestyle. It's a book made by Dom Phipps that I think it's the Bible, that if you didn't know anything about BMX freestyle, this is the book to have. It's the ultimate in coffee table books. It would be the best thing ever to have, you know, Bob Osborn right here come in and
choke his ass.
Make sure that you made it in the magazine. There's a good story that he's got, that I got, that we do this whole thing. It's a good one. So you guys missed out if you're not here. The iconic people that you saw in the magazines, that's who's here today. So we'll see some later on and we'll go edit.
Wants to regain his title, Eddie Fiola.
I'm gonna go get another jacket.
Those are some heavy ass books.
Yes.
Oh, PK.
This is PK.
PK.
Oh yeah, Barry.
Kramer, we got
Billy Allen.
Where?
Eddie King, we got, who else we got here? Stu Thompson. You know who this guy is?
Who's this man? Who's this man?
I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
I'm Chris Day.
Chris used to ride for a company, Life's a Beach, right? And he came out with these, he thought outside the box, so he was doing tricks that nobody else was doing, that were, how would you say, not your normal freestyle. I mean, like, he did things that nobody else was doing that now guys are doing. I mean, like, he was so before his time, it's unreal.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. I was just trying to beat Jason Parks to how many tail whips and boomerangs I could do in a row.
Yeah.
That was pretty much the main thing. As soon as I saw Jason Parks do like 2 tail whips, I was like, you can do more than 1. And I was like, how many can I do? Right. So that was my style. Everybody was like, oh my God, this guy's doing 20 in a row. And I'm like, yeah, I'll do 50. So that was my thing. I introduced that to the world. I just was the Tasmanian devil on a full bike.
And he rode for the right company because he was like the Tasmanian devil. Life's a Beach was a really cool company to work for, and you guys did a lot of shows.
Yeah, Pete Augustin got me on there. Yeah. That was the first shows I did, was me and Pete.
I remember having to go to Mexico with these guys, and we were supposed to do this public service announcement against drugs. Now, later on, Pete told me some other stuff that was going on prior to doing some videotaping, but it was funny, and all good stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure if I was even on that Mexico trip or not, but I mean, there were a lot of different events we all went to that kind of blurred together after a while.
You okay, Matt?
I'm okay.
All right, I'm not paying you any stunt adjustments.
Don't call me move. Don't call me move. Couldn't do that.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How about you, man?
Already in.
Yeah, we were already in. What happened?
They have to like account for everybody. Then there's this guy, Todd Anderson.
Hi, how you
I
doing?
want you to feel how heavy this book is.
Because you're in it.
So jealous.
Hey, you can buy it, right?
Yes.
Joe, Scott, right?
Oh yeah, this guy. He shouldn't be standing in line, guys.
Hey,
This guy should be like
I'm just like everyone else. I gotta
fast
think.
track.
He was in about an hour and a half ago, but they just kicked him out.
Yeah.
For real, man.
We're all part of it. Hey, we got some people down here.
How you doing?
Junior,
George, how you
Torres,
doing?
and these guys from Dirt
man.
Society.
It's been so long, he grew some.
There's so many people here.
Everybody here. We're just gonna squeeze through.
Robbie McCurry. Robbie, I called him Scotty earlier on. He goes, I'm walking backwards in the line. Just walking through the line. I'm getting, how you doing, right?
What's up, bro?
Good legends. Both of these guys, right? Both of you guys, how's your neck?
Nice to see you.
Right? Didn't you get hurt for a while? You knocked yourself silly, right?
I died.
You died.
Took me the heart. Had a cardiac arrest.
All right, so and he's back here for a BMX
So I
video.
was in a coma.
Yes.
And I'm getting better.
Yeah, that's what's best, right? I mean,
He got so much better. He did a 5 foot 540 today.
What?
And I'm complaining that I'm gonna do a backflip at 60.
Yeah. Dude, congrats, man. That's awesome.
Right? This is the new age of BMX freestylers, and we're irreplaceable.
We're all no. All the body parts are replaceable. We're full of metal.
Now we are.
Bionic.
Yeah.
Bionic BMXers.
Do you have metal all inside? Anything? What? No metal? Nothing?
I have a lot, probably like.
So every time you go through the metal detector,
He has more.
Yeah.
did you just break your jaw?
Knocked my teeth out at Hoffman's place a long time ago, and
Just now getting them fixed?
they fell out. They died.
Oh, shit.
The fake teeth fail eventually.
All right, but hey, you got new ones?
Hey, look, that's my hero there. Look.
Brian's.
Yeah,
Right?
That's my hero right there.
Yeah.
Roman, the freestyle showman. Everyone. How are you?
How are you?
Like Skyway legends, right?
Yeah, just one.
Yes, I do. So this is the sister of the very first contest that I had to, his name is Jeff Watson.
Way of saying this is Susan, Jeff Watson.
But Jeff Watson, the magazine made the contest happen. The magazine, what? That I'm tall? No, we didn't.
About my brother? I'm just teasing you.
Yeah, right? But anyhow, they started off doing the contest.
How are you doing?
I'm walking backwards in line. I'm walking the wrong way. Did you guys feel how heavy this book is?
It's almost as heavy as your bikes back in the day.
Yes, right? How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Eddie, yes.
Brian.
Oh, shit. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm hanging out. We're playing. We're going up in line. It's going to be some good stuff.
I'm trying not to be in the picture.
Yeah, right? There's another Eddie right here. Another Eddie. Roman. Eddie Roman lives down the street. Eddie Roman lives down the street from me, and he never comes.
See each other.
Never see
He
each
never
other.
comes to my house.
Right? We have to go all the way to Laguna Beach to see each other. Right? We're gonna do an interview one day, and we're gonna talk about BMX and freestyle and the Agro Man and why you did this, and because it was so cool. They should be showing the Agro Man tonight. Could you imagine?
Everyone would leave.
Iconic stuff. There's.
They showed bad last night.
That's what I heard. Yeah,
I seen it. It's good.
Were you here? Did you come
wasn't here. No.
Oh.
I have it at home.
How was he acting? Never mind.
That's great.
Yeah.
Then this guy. You know what? Half these, right? Half of these guys are here for the very next day. Tomorrow is the One Love Jam. And these guys all ride and they all hang out and they're going to go ride in some little kid's parking lot. You know, but it's
kids' bikes.
On little kids' bikes, on little 20-inch bicycles. But we have such a nice time. But that's what, feel how heavy this book is.
Is that a 6-pounder right there?
It's somewhere around the 300 page, right? Right? It's like,
That's gold.
It's not. This one's not even mine. I didn't even get one yet. What? No.
What's up, brother?
Holy crap!
How are you, man?
Ronnie Haro, right?
Everybody knows this one.
This guy
Is the real guy.
You should see how long he rents a car for. He has rented a car for almost a year.
1 year exactly. Is Johnny here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't get the shoes?
Yes. I didn't get any of those shoes. Well, because I did not order wall to wall. It's the bird. I wish I had as much clout as you guys think I have, but I don't. And then there's a guy over here. How are you doing?
Doing well, how are you?
I'm good. Nothing against, but I see Ronnie Wilkerson. Wait, Mr. W. Hey,
This is Xander.
hey Xander. Xander's tall.
right
I
here.
remember when you were like this big.
I'm giving hugs. I'll see you.
This
guy.
This guy. There's so many guys.
You're not bleeding this time, are you?
Do you know how many people came from Arizona today?
Yeah, I know.
Do you know Bob Osborn came from Montana? Montana. He made it.
Down for you.
Temecula, yeah, where it's, a bit warmer than it is
Just
here.
a little.
Yeah, but Bob was saying it's 2 below at his house.
No thanks. No thanks.
Mike,
Brent,
what's
how are
going
you?
on?
It's happening, man.
Right. We got everybody from the BMX, from like the very beginning of BMX till right now, and
That's right.
all of these people will be. Are you going to go to the Lamb tomorrow?
Yes.
know about it? One Love
That's why
Jam.
we're in town
Oh, good.
for this event. One Love Jam event today in Long Beach, and had a nice little session there
Oh,
with
good.
our friends, and saw some people that we haven't seen in a while, and now we're getting ready to enjoy this event. This is wonderful, right?
This is definitely an event to be enjoying.
Old friends and old riders all together.
Dirt Society, Amanda, video the videoing. All right.
Sandy. Good to see you, man.
Good seeing you too. Did you bring your bike? You didn't bring your electrical?
No.
You see how far in advance you guys were before any of these electric bikes came in? Could you imagine? Why didn't you just... Did you sell the idea? Did you make money on it? Did you...
No electric bikes. No.
Damn it. Okay, I need to go to the car. Fine. They have Bill and myself here. Now, it's all about BMX, and it's Bill and myself here at the very end.
Inevitable, dude.
Right?
Yeah. We're at the very end, and they already kicked you out.
Yeah, right?
Just the bottom of the barrel scum you are. You're in the back, man.
I'm here.
Yeah, you're here.
I don't know why they
How
let
was-
me in. They let me in through the side door.
Oh, yeah?
That's how I get to these things. Yeah.
How was last night's event?
Then Ronnie.
Unbelievable. Yeah, the
Yeah.
great Dan Hubbard interviewed me, and it was a great turnout. So we had a great time.
Good. Yeah.
See?
You had
That's
a
because I walked backwards in the line and
podcast.
I got
So we
stuck
weren't able to
talking
make it.
and the line grew. Look, hey, believe me, I've got people on the inside saving me my seat.
Is there food? That's all I want to know.
Right?
Oh, nice. This guy,
What's up?
right? Is Matt making it? Not. I don't know.
I'm with Jonze and pretty in tune with everyone's coming.
Right, yeah. Everybody knows.
Yeah, kind of always know what's going on. Yeah. How's everything? You good?
Remember him? Scott Robinson right here.
buddy.
But not to anything against Scotty here. But Hans Ray, that is no longer riding for GT because
Still there.
how are you the only rider?
I don't know. How are you doing, Eddie?
I'm good. I told a story the other day of when we were on Pacific Blue and how I broke your arm.
Yeah.
Oh, that was,
But have you heard this story?
I didn't talk to him. I talked about it. I showed the footage.
Oh, good, right? I mean, he, like a sack of potatoes, went to the ground.
I need this video.
Yeah, only Hans has it.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to send that to Eddie because we need that. That'd be good.
This is a good event. You know, we got all the guys, this Juan guy.
Hey, what's up, man?
This Juan Hander.
Want me to sign your shirt?
Yeah, I got your signature on it.
All right, there it is. Were you here last night?
No. So I don't know how we passed him up, but Rich Segier is here. Rich and his wife, right? And she's wearing the tour jacket. Oh, the tour jacket. This is worth millions. It's the holy grail of jackets because nobody has these unless you had one made. But the only way you got one of these is if you did the parade or the tour or anything like that. The movie. I didn't even get one. I don't even.
This is for the tour. This
Yeah.
is for the tour now.
Right. Yeah. So I had to steal mine. From Fred Blood.
Yeah.
That's the only way, because he was on the tour. He did the tour, and I didn't get to do it. So, yeah, no, it's good stuff. She's wearing $1 million right now. $1 million. Be careful.
Right? He might steal yours too.
Right? Don't put that down. It's warm in there. It's warm inside. I'm just saying. Josh White.
This is like Josh, huh?
This is the newer one, right? They just made these.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got a phone call from one of the guys. They wanted to make one of me, and I'm going, well, you did it for me, and we can work together. Oh, we're not making any money off of it.
Right.
Then no, I don't want to deal with it. I'll make my own. Anyhow, nothing
you
against.
should-
I went to GT in the very beginning before they started any of the retro bikes, and I went to the main guy that was in charge of the BMX stuff. Right?
When was that?
Probably 20 years ago, right? I can't remember the guy's name. Right. So anyhow, I told him that I wanted to do a bike that looked old, rode new, and was all this old. And they go, no, that's never going to sell. Never going to sell. Martin and I both went in and said, hey, this is an idea. This would be a really cool thing to do. And they would have been the first ones to do it. They would have been before Haro. They would have been before all these other guys. But then I had to, pull it out of my own pocket and make my own frames. Anyhow, yes, Supercross is now making them. Go Ryan. So Supercross BMX, little advertisement.
So Martin must be here, right?
Martin is, as far as I know, he's not here. I don't know. Yeah. Damien.
My brother from another mother.
And
I'm so good I can't stand it. How's the movie?
movie is, we're still trying to get rights and all this other stuff from those people. We're so close on the trailer. Gail, did you see Gail's trailer?
skaters, BMXers, dirt bikers, we were all outlaws, right? Everyone was outlaws. They kind of just like looked upon pretty badly at times, and Gail kind of rallied around that. She put her hands around everyone and sort of made this professional look and sort of encouraged the professional attitude.
She was doing extreme sports before extreme sports had a name for it.
People from around the world, they remember Gail because she was a start. In fact, she was the very beginning of what you would call extreme sports.
She could skateboard and snowboard and surf and BMX and motocross, and I mean, she did everything. She was badass.
She's not just a one-trick pony. She's done it all.
She understood that it would resonate to a new audience, and she was the first to bring all our sports together as entertainment. If there's a godmother of action sports, it's Gail Webb.
She was exposing millions of people to skateboarding and BMX and scooters, like action sports.
Everybody around there got to see what she was doing and talking about say no to drugs, say no to alcohol, being a good person, and kids were number one. That was her motto.
You kids are number one, let me hear you!
She always cared about just protecting kids all the time.
She just wanted kids to be kids. Kids to be acknowledged, kids to be safe, have a safe place to go somewhere. That was her passion.
She wants to help people, help the kids stay off drugs and chase their dreams. And I've seen it work again and again.
But where everything really started, for me, the biggest thing is I made a promise to a friend. Probably the most important promise I ever made in my whole life because it changed my life.
Gail came out with her trailer, and it looks awesome. Everything about it was good. Billy Henrinkle, director and producer of the Gail Webb, and the name of the is A Promise to a Friend.
Promise to a Friend, yes.
That's a documentary.
Yeah. Promise
name.
to a Friend.
Yeah,
It's everywhere. It's probably everywhere.
Yeah.
Well, if you can see the trailer anywhere.
Yeah.
YouTube anywhere on that, and we're still working on our trailer. Channels.
Yeah.
Well, I don't like holding the camera up, and I'm not the guy to do that all the time.
Yeah.
So this guy does it.
Oh, well, hell.
So Rue Dog here is from Texas.
Yeah, big time.
And then Robert here is his
That's my older
brother.
brother.
Hey, what's up? Is he the little brother or the
We're Texas BMX Hall of Famers, man. We ain't California Hall of Famers, but in Texas we run things, dude. BMX. They know us over there. But Eddie Fiola knows us.
These guys are from originally from Huntington, right? So
You know, we
I don't know
moved here in the
about
mid
Texas, that
'90s.
is.
Yeah, mid '90s we rocked over there at the Hilton, and that was the flatland spot for all the world to come hang out, right?
The Spot. And it was called The Spot. That's where everybody wrote.
You went to Texas AFA days with Scott Patterson. And
Yes.
You did a show in the dark.
Yes.
And you broke
Spotlight, dude.
You broke a fork or something.
No, he broke his
Damn, it was
because
a-
he was riding like a little X bike, dude. And
So
it
I
wasn't
had
strong
one.
enough.
No. So I had the 1 3/8 rims. I had the 1 3/8 rims. It was the lightweight frame that GT made for me. But I wanted to run the lightest stem possible.
Yeah.
It was a Torker 6-bolt stem. So it had 6 bolts.
It was made for a 5-year-old.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
As I did it 360 and I landed, it snapped off and I fell backwards and it landed. And that was the end of the show for me.
And that's where you learned to moonwalk, right?
I don't know.
He turned into Michael Jackson that moment.
Speaking of the moonwalk, we saw Eddie Roman earlier on up in front, and Eddie is actually the guy that I saw do the moonwalk.
Oh shit! Wow, I didn't know that.
So I learned it from Eddie. Eddie did it, but I did it. It's
Eddie,
yes, right?
Eddie did it. Okay, all right.
I just did it better.
Who invented the trick, Eddie?
You definitely did it smooth, Dad.
Oh, yeah.
That was
So many BMX legends. We got Perry Kramer way up front there. We've got Jonze.
We're with the Castillo brothers right now.
Yeah, the Castillo brothers. We're here. I don't know how. I'm getting farther and farther back in the line. Wow.
I see her.
And yet, the males will not relent. This guy's everywhere.
I know.
Everywhere.
Now we're in. Good job.
We're here. We're in Scott Town. He's in here. We got Joe Johnson is here. We got all these guys. They're all here for the Love Jam. We got Mindy. My Mindy's here.
You're still too tall.
Scott Freeman. No, Gail is not here. It's too long to walk. Too late. Too making up excuses. Yeah. Scott Freeman.
Dude, I needed to see that.
Oh, and
Oh yeah.
We got some good food.
Good beers, good company, and BMX. What more could you ask for? You know what I'm saying?
Nothing.
This is
Nothing.
life right here. This is heaven.
There's a community. This will be literally there's racers. There's Todd Lyons, Stu Thompson, Barry Kramer. There's a
so
ton
many
of
recognizable faces, but you lose some of the names. There's so many.
Did you see the book?
Not yet.
Dude, it's...
First thing I went was for the beer and the taco.
Oh, yeah.
And then I went to go find you. And now my night is complete. And
Now
now I
we
can
can
enjoy
go home.
Yeah.
Big fan since the Chuck E. Cheese days.
You remember, like,
parking lots.
Right, just riding, having fun, and doing it. You know,
ramp.
where everybody. I was saying this the other day. Is like it's funny that as a BMX rider, if I see somebody across the street riding a BMX bike, I'm gonna ride over and going, hey.
Yeah.
What are you doing? What kind of tricks do you do? Where are there some jumps? You hang out, you just become friends instantly because you ride a bike.
Yeah, and that's how it was way back then, like before there was a real big circuit. It was just Chuck E. Cheese and Horns, like wherever they would give up a parking lot.
Any flat area that we could ride that they wouldn't bother us, that's where we would ride.
84, there was a guy in my neighborhood.
Bro. What are we doing?
Bro.
What are we doing?
Bro.
What are we doing?
Bro. Chance. Yes.
Beer. It's juicy. What is mine? Mine's juicy drama.
Juicy drama.
Juicy drama. You see Mindy yet?
Yeah, she's over there at our table.
Oh, we have a table.
Yeah, your sister already got us a table.
Look at that. We have a table. My sister. My sister, Tammy.
I think she got in
Your
here, like,
stun
first.
double.
Yeah.
Your stun double.
Yeah,
And
right?
Stun double.
So, nobody knows this. Well, not a lot of people don't know this. There's one GT ad where it looks like me walking with the bike, and I've got the World Tour bag. That's not me. It's my sister.
Really?
Yeah, because they shot it from the waist down, and I couldn't do it because I was on tour. So they used my sister. Yeah, inside information. I did this big kick turn.
Huge, massive.
Yeah, everything's big now. I did this kick turn, and it was something stupid where I thought I could roll out of it, and I came off the edge of the ramp, and my front wheel tucked, and my hands never left the bars, and I went straight to my head.
He rode it all the way. The way.
There was so many people who thought they were doctors that day. I had wrap around my head, and then I didn't break it.
No.
Just my
Your ego.
My ego.
Yeah.
Hopefully that's rebuilt now.
But we're good.
Yeah.
We're good.
Nothing a beer didn't fix, you know?
It never occurred to me in all that time that my bike shop wouldn't be a success.
The operating room at Stanford, and there's like big giant cathedral, like 20-foot screen on the wall, and like 20 dudes walking around like white suits and all that. And I'm telling them the anesthesiologist people are with me, and I'm like, I'm gonna stay awake for this. And they're like, oh, okay. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna watch this. And I go.
And I live up in Oregon in a tiny town, and I think it was a winter, snowing outside, and I'm in my zone of pajamas every day, drinking tons of coffee, trying to figure out how I'm going to take this gigantic story and turn it into something that is accurate and entertaining. And I'm sat on the couch in my front room, and I'm looking at my phone, and I've got a number dialed into that phone, and I know that if I can get this person to believe in my project and think I'm going to be able to do it. And that's kind of this kind of make or break moment of this project. So I push the button and it starts, and I'm sort of praying I'm going to get a voicemail. I'm like, that's easy, I can leave a voicemail. Anyway, I don't get a voicemail, the phone picks up after like 3 rings. I start pitching, right? I said straight into my pitch. I'm like, I'm ventilating, telling this person why it's so important that this project should happen and why he's so, and 30 seconds in, I probably run out of gas, I run out of things to say, and there's a moment of silence. Eventually, the comment comes back down the photo. So is that an English accent? And I'm like, yeah, it is. Yeah. And we proceed to talk about England for like 10 minutes, right? So this guy likes to go to all the cultural sites in England, visits very regularly. And after 10 minutes of talking about that, I'm back down. I'm like, okay, I'm back in my comfort zone. And he says to me, okay, are you going to make this thing happen or not? And I said, what do you mean? He said, are you going to do this book you're pitching? And I said, well, yeah, of course. He said, I might get a few calls like this every year from people, and very rarely they come to fruition. And I said, well, I'll make it happen. I guarantee I'll make it happen, right? So about a month later, I'm getting on a flight. And that was my first interaction with Bob Osborn, our guest of honor this week. I was on a flight to Montana like a week later, and maybe I didn't judge the weather very well. It was snowing, and I ended up going off the road. But I eventually ended up in his studio, and I remember walking up to his studio in Livingston, Montana. Bob's dog at the time, Captain Howdy, who's no longer with us, unfortunately. He and his dog were at the front of the gallery, and they were shoveling the snow on the side. So I go in, he makes me up, and we began a friendship, I think, that he and I have really enjoyed ever since. I go to see him very regularly. We talk like hours and hours and hours about BMX and about this story. I think we did like 10-hour interviews. We go to the Mexican restaurant. I introduced him to chicken fajitas. He'd never heard of that. He gives me advice on my hair, right? So he calls it a Jason Statham.
I'm 10 or 12 years old. I'm not sure what. Mom gets me a camera for Christmas. And I did not want to hurt her feelings, but I didn't want a camera. I don't know what I want, a bicycle. I go out and I look through the viewfinder and I'm looking at chaos. There's trees and bushes and buildings and streets. I'm looking at all this chaos and I come over to my dad's 38 Chevy and I look at that. My 10 or 12-year-old brain is going, that's kind of nice. Let's shift over this way, get the teardrop headlights and the horizontal lines of the grill behind it. I'm organizing a piece of art. I didn't know it at the time, but that's what I'm doing. Now let me tell you what happened. Click. It was a big click for me. My father was kind of a non-entity in my life. It should be seen and not heard. Go away. He was such a bad influence that I learned not to be that way.
Bob Osborn was a fireman and his son was racing BMX, but he was also a fine art photographer.
I got divorced. Because Wendy and Ariel wanted to live with me, I was going to do everything I could to try to make that happen.
We couldn't afford motorcycles, so we rode bikes. We opened up the track at Uganda Beach. Some kids showed up from the valley. Where these guys come from, this is it.
BMX was in, but the action was so colorful.
Me against the competitors, I didn't have to worry about a team rider, I didn't have to worry about team sports. It was self-expression.
BMX is spreading, and it was exciting. I think it starts.
There's no magazine for the sport. Not even a sport, really. He took a big investment and put it on the line.
A finished BMX magazine, it would be brutal.
This company called Wizard Publications is a mystical figure.
The first issue of Bicycle Motocross Action was winter 1976. About this time, Wendy got involved in photography. Got a loop out, and I'm looking at pictures, and I'm going, holy crap. Because they were good.
I was a girl in a boy's world. It was all about art, recording the most incredible things that I had ever seen in my life.
Harold, I saw his drawings, and they were brilliant. Here's your desk, draw pictures.
Talent, I had no direction. He was a guy that recharted my course.
My dad ached over the perfection of the photos.
He really curated the sport.
This is artistic and the photography was beautiful, written by a writer, so he wasn't trying to explain anything to anybody.
As a magazine publisher, I felt very responsible to, first to my readers, second to racers, third to manufacturers. This is a wobbly organization, but this is the family. Back then, we were printing each month 500,000 copies each month. So things were looking really good.
racer kind of transitioning to the freestyle movement. We didn't really know what it was going to be or how big it would go.
I got it, Motor Drive, wrote the article.
I was at the skate park one day and I seen Oz and he was doing a photo session with Jimmy Judge. I'm going, no, hey, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get my bike.
And this kid comes up and says, hey, photograph me.
This was the one run that I felt really.
And he drops into this hole and a little change.
I just got home from high school and checked the mail and the magazine was there with me on the cover. Like, what? I never even heard about it.
That was Andy, Spike, and Lou. They allowed it, participated in it, helped create it, made it into an art form.
You don't hire professionals. It doesn't matter if somebody has like the most experience in the world or no experience. If they get it, they have the sensibility.
My father opened a door of opportunity with the magazines out of love for his kids.
He talked to the kids like we really talk. He had his heart and soul into it.
I have to say thanks for taking the chance on this little Filipino kid that begged you to take a photo of him. I can't thank you enough.
Through photography and how he depicted the riders, he made us look heroic. Because we didn't have any heroes. He created heroes.
My name is Mike Dominguez.
My name's Eddie Fiola.
My name's R.L. Osborn.
My name is Stu Thompson.
I'm Wilkerson.
My name's Kevin Martin.
My name is Dave Walker.
My name's Tony Murray. My name's Martin Aparicio.
My name is Brian Blyther. My name is Hugo Gonzalez. I'm Scott Freeman.
My name is Peter Gustin.
I'm Matt Hoffman. Rich Singer.
How old was I, 10, 12? This is 75 years later. That click, I can still hear that click. I still do that. I just wanted them to read it, enjoy it, learn from it, do it. There was no patronizing. This was right across. You're smart, you're tough. I'm trying to be as smart and tough as you are. That would be me.
Please welcome Osborn.
Sit down.
Who are you?
Okay. Thank you guys. I'm not going to start crying, but Dom Phipps, the Englishman, brought us together tonight. Dom Phipps has done this brilliant book, taking that period of time and us old people connected with it. He's making that period of time legendary. He's making us into legends. And this guy, when he called me, he says, yeah, I'm going to do a book. I liked his English accent. So anyway, this is a good guy. This is a really good guy. That book is, I don't know. That book is the St. James Bible of freestyle. So let's talk about how many of you people are readers of BMX action and freestyle. Were brilliant. They were brilliant. I didn't do them all by myself. I had a little help from my friends. I want to introduce you to the people who did those magazines. So, Harold, would you come up here? Valerie, would you come up here? Are you still here? Valerie, Harold, Kurt Smith. Who else should we get up here this first trip? Where's Valerie? Valerie. Oh, here she comes. This is the sweetest lady in the world. Early and bicycle motocross action. This was the heart and soul of the magazine. Valerie sold ads. She was so nice. She was the sweet. Valerie and Darlene. Darlene's gone. I hope her ghost is here. I really do. You know who else should be up here? Is Scott Breedhoff. I hope his ghost should be here. Breedhoff articles early on. Plus Scott was the most creative, influential on BMX, and stupid. And I love that guy. I hope his ghost is here. I really do. He should be here. Scott, that dummy, should be standing right here with us. So Valerie and Darlene there would go out like to Skip house. And Skip was a slick dude. He'd wear these black silk shirts, a mane going on. And Valerie and Darlene, these nice ladies, would go out to Mongoose. And Skip would get him in his big long black limousine and take him to lunch. Buy Montrachet wine, lunch. Valerie and Darlene would come back with 20 pages of ads, a year's contract, and just did it all the time. So anyway, do you want to say anything? No? I love it. I love this lady. Okay, the Design Magazine. You guys don't know know who this guy is, do you? You know who this guy is? I'm going to talk about him in a second. You don't know who this guy is? Kurt Smith designed BMX Action Magazine. And you're never looking at it and say, oh, this is design. It's just, everything is perfect. Caro, let me think about this a second. Best.
Say something nice.
Nice?
I love this, man.
My opinion, and I've been on this earth a long time, boy. My opinion, the three greatest designers in the world are here tonight. Bob Harrell, Kurt Smith, and another really good friend of mine, Kevin Marshall, who is the creative director of Microsoft. If I don't ramble on too long in introducing people to you, I want you to hear his story, because this magazine affected so many young people. I mean, okay. So, Don, stay here. You guys, stay here. Let's try another group. You guys got to help me here, because I'm going to forget. Diane Harlan, Steve Guyverson, I guess our Elton here, Wendy, come on, man. Okay.
Should, hurry up.
I'm forgetting someone. Who am I forgetting, Diane? Huh? Okay. Okay. BMX Action Magazine, still here? Okay, listen. Who am I forgetting? Tremaine. Somebody's going to beat me up after this. Not yet. Okay, so Diane did everything. One was a college dude, the King's English, correct? What did you call it?
Oh, I was a newspaper editor on a school newspaper and went to had a communications degree from Wharton. So,
okay, English. Okay. Don, his main job was to go through there and clean it up, which just ruined his English. But clean it up without changing what they were saying, because what they were saying was so freestyle or skating or whatever it was just right dead center. So that's Don Toss. Spike Jonze, anybody ever heard of him before? I taught Spike everything he knows. He admitted Andy, Spike, and Lou, and Andy came first, Lou came next, Spike came next. So, a year went by or something, Freestyle Magazine was really growing, and Andy had hired Lou, and he worked out great. I think Lou was 17 when he came there. So if whatever they would tell me was cool with me, man, because they were doing so good, I didn't tell them a thing. I really didn't. I did have to spend a lot of time correcting their grammar. And so they said, hey, we're too busy, we need another guy. And so we know this guy back in Rockford or somewhere like that. Yeah, we know this guy back in Rockford, and I'm going, okay, man, whatever you guys say. And so one day I come out of my office and I walk into the back, and there's this kid, just hair, might be 14, might not. And I walk back there and I look at him and I'm thinking, oh, that's the guy they were going to hire. And I'm picturing the FBI and the SWAT team raiding us for child labor laws or something like that. Anyway, that was, Jeff Tremaine, Guyverson. Guyverson and I are not the best friends, but Guyverson and I working together in my opinion, some of the best articles ever in BMX Action. Okay. Heart and soul. These are the people.
You gave me a mic.
Yeah, good.
Okay. So first off, you guys, tonight is a huge celebration and accomplishment for Dom Phipps. Big day for Dom. The amazing thing about our sport takes people like us and others on the stage, and Dom and Harold put things together like this. Otherwise, these stories, they fade away into the ether. And I know Don very well, he's a dear friend, and I know how hard he's worked for the last couple of years to make this 560-page book a reality. And I can tell you how much he's had putting it together and how many hundreds of people that he's met with, interviewed, taped, transcribed, create a story that he's created. So all of us, we walked away tonight with this beautiful book, but the blood, sweat, and tears that went into making it remarkable. And then he curated everything, that's my words tonight, but he got all these amazing photographers to put their great work in there so it'll live on. So I'm super proud of my friend. I'm really amazed at what he's done.
Dom has single-handedly, as a stranger, he's an outsider. He wasn't one of us freestylers. Wilkerson, let's do racers too. Stewart's out there somewhere. PK is out there somewhere. Dom wasn't one of us old-time guys. He came in as a stranger. All of his interviews and all of his stuff were not downhill things. They were uphill things. He did a brilliant job on that book. Brilliant. One guy did it, and he's turning that period into legend. And Dom, one guy, caused this to happen. You guys who are here are going to leave this and talk about this is epic. This is history. This is going to, you're going to remember this for a long time.
Like a father to me, but I do want to say that, you know, Bob Osborn doing and creating BMX Action Magazine was really pivotal in probably everybody's life here, that road. You know, it influenced what we did, what we became later in life. You know, taught us about being athletes, about having heroes, about how to start a business as a young person. I mean, the magazine was tremendously influential to all of us on so many levels. So I want to say thanks to Oz. And that's all I have to say. I'll give you the mic back.
I got one more thing. A total switch. All you guys stay here. These are some of my favorite people in the whole world. I want to bring a few more. Half a century ago, how many of you were in Tulsa? Oh yeah, that's it. Let me come back to present. Half a century ago, there was the BMX action. Donnie Jones, who's not with us anymore. I hope his ghost is here. I hope Scott Breedhop is standing here. I hope Darlene Lear is here. I hope Donnie Jones is here. I hope Harry Gary is here. Recently. Okay, half a century ago, there was the action, bicycle and cross action racing. Donnie Jones, Randy Emmerich, Ike Eisenacher, RL. Wendy. Did RL make it? No. Today, there is a new cross-action race team. We race in Bozeman, Montana. Why don't you, hey guys, bring your parent and bring Kevin. Okay, this guy here is Oliver the Terminator Mangus. This lady here is Ami Pickles. Okay, they race in Bozeman, and they're really pretty darn good. I separated from BMX. I've been involved in BMX so long. Now every Tuesday, Thursday, and I'm getting old. And every Tuesday and Thursday and Sunday, I got to go all the way over to Bozeman to watch these guys race. I don't have to. They're just so it's such a brilliant sport. They're just so compelling. I have to go watch them. Okay, what? Action race team handshake. Okay, Brianna and I work together. I have a gallery in Livingston, Montana. Brianna and I work together all the time, so I'm kind of a halfway adopted grandfather into these guys. Kevin Marshall. I said the three best designers that I've known in this world: Bob Arrow, Kurt Smith, Kevin Marshall, director of Microsoft, creative director. He's got a big long title. Director of Microsoft. This is the last thing I'm going to do. I want Kevin to tell, is that okay with you? I want Kevin to tell you his story because these magazines had so much of positive effect on so many young people 40 and 50 years ago. And Kevin is a prime example of that. Kevin? Anyway, an absolute honor to be up here, and I met about 15 years ago now. But my relationship with Bob and with so many other people here, storytellers, the artists, the designers, visionaries, and the legends, so many of which are in the audience today, began decades earlier. When I was a little kid, I was diagnosed with what probably would be considered acute juvenile arthritis today. My body didn't work very well. I couldn't get up and down stairs. And in fact, the doctors that my parents could afford to take me to, that I would probably be wheelchair bound by the time I was in my mid-teens. I've never done a dance at my prom. And then something magical happened in class, and the content and the photography and the storytelling in this magazine was so inspirational, so incredibly exciting. I convinced my unused film, and there's no medical proof. I believe I peddled that arthritis right now. So, my story is one of hundreds, if not thousands, of stories like this. The story being that BMX and the magazines and the artistry and the beauty and inspiration that you all brought to life really made a difference. So, let me humbly thank you, Bob. Let me humbly thank everyone on the stage, the legends in the audience. You've made such an enormous difference. And let me thank Dom for bringing us together to congratulate him on his book and for allowing us to celebrate in this moment, this extraordinary thing that is a part of us and that we are a part of, which is BMX. So thank you. Thank you. What he didn't tell you, I think he didn't tell you this. After he literally rode himself out, this is a con. Stories like this are common. Who caused this? The Stuart Thompsons and the Blinders and the Wilkersons and the Riders and the people that made by, you guys got that. People up here, the writers that I would love to call up here, but I'd forget some and it would take up forever. Things like this to happen all over the world. I hear stories from people, I don't know, a couple times a month, still, 50 years later, a couple times a month I'll get an email. So anyway, what Kevin didn't tell you was that, I think he did, that he went on to form a freestyle team and he used to do work in New York. Okay, and he did freestyle shows in New York. That's a kid that has childhood arthritis, he can't even hardly walk. His dad had to carry him upstairs. Stories like that are all over the place. Thank you, Dom, for whoever Dom is. Thank you, Dom. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank all you guys. That's it.
Large print edition of this book, because I cracked open the cellophane on it and go, this
Oh yeah. Look at that mustache. Look at that mustache. This is 2 weeks. I can't even grow one. Yeah. I'm not a man.
Thank you.
I'm just a little boy who rides a little BMX bike. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
That was a good presentation, man.
It was a good one. Did you get some video? We're gonna ask Dom for some back footage. I gotta do another photo. Where'd he go? Take it easy. Drive safe.
Thank you.
Yep.
Good luck.
You too. Thank you.